Welcome. I see some fresh faces. Oh, and some familiar ones. My name is Ryan Burks, and I'm the commissioner of the 2011-2012 Gloryhole Invitational, as well as the team manager of Burksy Badass. Right now, I am in sunny Mountain Air, New Mexico, the land of enchantment. That's not the only thing that's enchanted, because this season is going to be spectacular. Right now, this is the season preview.
Hello and welcome to the freshman broadcast of the Gloryhole Invitational sophomore season. I'm Chris Patitucci.
And I'm Ryan Burks. Today we'll be going over this year's rules and regulations, as well as showcasing the competitors.
But first things first, I think it's only right that we congratulate last season's winner, Kyle Harrison. That's right, folks. Manager Tyler Buff of Team Nanny Bo Brew Crew was caught participating in fraudulent player transfers, thus resulting in a one-year suspension.
Winner by technicality, Manager Harrison reports, cheaters never prosper. The only thing worth stealing is second base and my girlfriend's heart. Also atop the podium last year, Jared McDonald with the silver and Zach Berwick with the bronze. It is now that part of the show where we take a look at this year's competitors, warriors, in this year's competition. Hey.
Now, it's my understanding that you recently had the liberty of speaking with one of last year's top competitors, Phil Loatman, of Team Wet Groin Hair.
I did. I caught up with him one Saturday and had an adult beverage, and it was a great honor.
Great. Let's take a look.
Right now, I have the liberty of speaking to one of the most influential members of last year's campaign. He is none other than Wet Groin Hair, Philip Loatman, ladies and gentlemen. So Philip,
How's it going?
I am aware that you weren't able to draft your players initially.
No, it's one of the things I planned for this season, to actually draft my players, and it makes it that much more fun when you actually have your own players there, and you have a randomization of computers selecting your players.
Now, do you contribute your hardships to that fact that you did not draft your players?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was a little behind. I had, I wouldn't have drafted Tony Romo this year, to give an example. I was weak at wide receiver. I had Mike Simmons Walker. I wouldn't have drafted him, even though I'm thinking about drafting him this year. He's on the Rams. Sleeper pick. But other than that, I felt like I was a little behind, but I was in a weak division, and it helped me out a bit. And I was lucky to make the playoffs, and ultimately I'm satisfied with my run.
A weak division, Philip. You were with Chris Worth, I believe, and Ken Wilson. I don't think he checked his team after week 3, and I can't quite get my finger on the third, but
that's okay because I can't get my finger on any of them. So thank you for clarifying. He was in my division.
Okay.
But I do remember Chris Worth being in there and his team being
Broad Street Parade.
Broad Street Parade, yeah. Yeah, nice generic Philly name there. But he was really bad. I think I played him twice, and it was nice to get a couple wins on my belt. I believe I was right above 500. And I attribute my success again in the playoffs to those wins there. So thank you, Chris Worth.
And that is one thing with this league. If you are above 500, you have a chance.
There was a lot of myths about where you want to be as far as drafts. So I mean, but I think they're just myths. If you get the first pick and the 40th pick, you're not in a bad position. You say you get Arian Foster, who's going to give you the most amount of points, 20 touchdowns, 600 rushing yards, those kind of stats. And for the 40th pick, you can still get a Josh Freeman type quarterback, a good quarterback, or a good wide receiver at the 40th pick.
And if I'm not mistaken, a certain fella took Brett Favre at 16th pick last year, which was a total flop.
Who was that?
Me.
Oh, so yeah, don't take this asshole's advice. So yeah, I think that as far as where you go in the draft is just a myth. It's like going bald with dignity. It's not true. So if you get the first pick wisely. Pick a number 1 running back.
AP.
You go AP. Go AP. There's a lot of questions with no Sidney Rice. A lot of questions with Donovan McNabb.
Nobody wants DM.
I'm just saying. That's why.
Now, Phil, I'm aware you did a little bit of jet skiing on your preparation for this league this summer.
No, that's completely false.
Next two. Next topic. I'm here with Phil Loman, white growing hair, and the Gloryholes. Last year's winner has a better looking girlfriend than you. Do you have any words?
Well, that's not hard to do since I don't have a girlfriend. So there. Take that. We're hardly friends.
Alright, folks, I'm really sorry to say, but we got to wrap up. This has been the first ever Gloryhole Invitation season preview video.
Well, hey, not so fast. Before you go, everyone, why don't you enjoy this inspirational message from my co-anchor and good buddy, Ryan Burks.
An arroyo, a prime example of art in nature. And like all great masterpieces, they take time. This one, about 13.3 billion years, give or take a couple. Football, not much different. Pancake sacks. A dash up the middle for 10 yards, first down. A touchdown celebration. Art. Now this is where it gets a bit tricky. The difference between a masterful artist and a peon is the ability to make decisions. You managers are all artists, whether you know it or not. Are you going to draft a quarterback in the first round? Are you going to take Vic, thinking that he's going to let the dogs out again this year? Are you going to start Peyton Hillis, even though he hasn't done anything the past couple weeks? So, you got your paint, you got your brush, you got a blank canvas. What kind of picture are you going to paint? I'm Ron Burks. Thanks for viewing, and have a great season.
And I know winter will pass by so that my heart can